8:45 is what time it is. And there's more, shall we say, smoke rings coming out of Mount Etna. Do I think they're smoke rings? Rings? No, I don't think they're smoke rings at all. I don't. I'm trying to get this light going bright. Let me flip it around. Do I think that's a smoke ring? Absolutely not. I don't think it's a smoke ring. I think that it's, hello, stargazer. I think that it's a UFO of some sort that came out of Mount Etna today at the live webcam. That's what I think, and we're going to look at it in inverted mode. Inverted mode, there you go. That's not a cloud, and it's not a smoke ring. Um, Came out of Mount Etna. That's where it came out. Hello there, John. So if you're just tuning in, let me flip it around and welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going back to Mount Etna because this is the solar eclipse day. Let me try to shrink my screen. Oh no, I think they've made my screen get like, let me try to do this. They got my screen kind of not wanting to let me touch it. They got me not wanting to touch it. And I'm going to touch that screen is what I'm going to do. I'm absolutely going to touch the screen. And I'm going to get that UFO put back on here. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Let's see if we can get it. If they'll let me do it. Okay, you are. We're going to see it come out because it's going to get ready to come out of Mt Etna Volcano. Today is the solar eclipse day. If you're just tuning in, welcome to this YouTube channel. And I personally believe it's going to be a very busy next few months. Really busy in the area of paranormal, supernatural, UFOs and stuff like that. Things going on. I don't know what's flying around over here. I think it's like ships. Hello there, Grenine. So I'm waiting on these. I got these, I don't know what these things are flying around so fast. I think they're probably cubes or something. They're not normal birds that are flying around. Wish I could stick it. They could be flies. Gnats and flies. Let me see what they are. I think they're cubes or drones or something. There's something going on. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And I hope you had a chance to look at the solar eclipse videos and what's clustered around the sun. I know I do a lot of videos. I do. I admit it. I admit I do a lot of videos. That's okay. We only have a short amount of time to get out a lot of videos before that time is no more. Hello there, Tracy. You've seen Jamie Masson. Papacado Volcano has many UFOs as well. Yeah, hello. Definitely smoke rings, not ships. All righty. So let's gonna watch them. We are going to look at those smoke rings coming out of the volcano. Do I believe they're smoke rings? Do I? No, I don't. I don't because I believe in UFOs more than I do smoke rings. It's a massive UFO thrusting itself out of Mount Etna. And, oh, I got to push the play button if you're just tuning in. Now, there are those who can hold to the idea that, okay, that these are just smoke rings and atmospheric disturbances coming out of the Mount Etna volcano and twirling around like they're twirling. They're doing a little spiraling up. They like big jellyfish with big tentacles and stuff. They really do look like that. And that is on the 8th at, hello there, Apple Brooks, honey. You can see the timestamp right there. That is on the 8th, and it is up there. They glow, too. They glow. There's a lot of activity happening. Look at that. It is so wild. There's a lot of insects flying around, or there's a lot of birds, and if there's a lot of that, something's getting ready to happen. The eclipse is over, but there's a lot of strange behavior right there. It's traveling by itself in the sky. Excuse me. Yeah, it looks pretty amazing. Even with the filter on it, it looks real amazing. And we can look at it if we want to. Look how far up it is from all the other clouds, except it's also attached to it. It has some inertia, some oomph to get out of that volcano. It's the only smoke ring getting out of the volcano all by itself at the moment, at this present moment in time. Now, laying aside the fact that UFOs have been seen coming out of volcanoes, this is just a smoke ring, as some may put it, just a smoke ring. And all UFOs that hypothetically appear in the sky are balloons. They're weather balloons. They're spy balloons. They're Chinese spy balloons. So we have Chinese spy balloons, and we have rings of smoke. Smoke rings coming out of the volcano. And we got some pretty active flying stuff over here, you all. Let me get a drink right here. If you have to get something to drink. I want to go down here. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I don't know if this one's going to turn into a ship or not, a UFO. Now, you don't have to agree with me. You can look at these things that are coming up out of Mount Etna as rings of smoke. Like some who smoke, they can blow rings of smoke out of their mouth. Don't ask me how they do it, but they can. So the volcano has the ability to blow rings of smoke out of its mouth. And they just so happen to match, what's that species of aliens that, is it called the Arrival, where their communication style is in rings? Is that the species? Hello there, Sapant. Yeah, with the pink and aye, yeah, you got it. Oh, no, see, that is a ship. That's a ship. We're over here at Mount Etna. We're not doing an eclipse today, but there is a lot of activity that has been happening. So let's see if we can catch some more that are coming out of this volcano, other than these wild birds flying around, because they are getting a little bit wild. Wild birds and insects. They are this is really strange seeing all those birds. And this is going at normal speed, so they're flying really fast. Okay, so we got this one coming up. And again, this may, yeah, that's what we're talking about. All these birds flying around, and they're excited too about the smoke rings up there. They're excited about the UFOs. They just cannot get enough of all of this activity. I don't even know if they're real birds. At this point, I'm being honest. We've seen footage of birds that were not birds. Now see, this is the telltale sign of when you see it like this, when it has like a jellyfish thing, although that is going away. Let me flip it back around. I will try not to do as many videos, but I cannot refrain from myself. I cannot refrain if I feel led within my spirit to share something, because just because somebody may not have time to watch all the videos, there are people who don't care. They say, come on, Gina. You come on, because we're looking for you. So I just come on here. I can find something to share. I really can. Oh, me. Oh, my. It's okay. We can look at these birds. I think they're really cool. Let's see, like this one coming up. It really does remind me of a jellyfish in the ocean. So look how it comes up. It looks like a life form. And you know, if they are smoke rings, and if they are like the life form called them or the Arrival, that their communication is in the form of circles. Does anybody know what the name of that was? Was it the Arrival movie? Can you put it in here so we can look it up? Because it's the Arrival, and we've caught them in the skies before, but I've never seen any white ones. Hello. That is the way she is about. That is the way she is about, Jessie. That's right. Yeah, look at that. It's coming up. And if we invert it, voila, just like that, there's a solid object in there. What if they are like big jellyfish? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, oh, did we do that? Did we do it? Oh, it's the arrival. Yeah, the arrival, not the rivals, but the arrival. Let me get it on there on the screen, then I'm going to go over to it. If I can hold my cell phone. I really do like using the cell phone because I've got to teach myself how to do the OBS Studio from the without the Stream Deck until I get time to look at it. The arrival. I'm going to show you the arrival. The arrival. The arrival. And it's real. It's real. It's all real. Are you sure that's the arrival? Yeah, okay, you got it. That's right. They talk in circles. These right here are the species. Right here, you can read it in Spanish. I think that's Spanish or something like that. Look at that. The arrival. So, I want to make it bigger, but I can't. Okay, this is their language. This is their language in which they speak right here. And they form circles. So they really do have an alphabet that they have made for this species to speak. So if those were these coming out of the volcano, then chances are they are here and they've been here. Is this an old book right here? A very old book. What is my plasma screen is not working correctly. See, look at them right there. But then look at there's like a giant being, like an octopus being in the background. You see it, the shadow of it? Yeah. So they're in the sky. They're doing their own thing. Of course, they could be coming out of the volcano looking like this. They could be coming out of the volcano looking like this, cloaked in the clouds. But they're like a flat disc, like that. Let me flip this back around. Okay, we're going to go back to the volcano. Mount Etna mountain. The mountain of Mount Etna. It is. This is where we found a really cool things coming out of the ground. They're really cool. It was exciting. Exciting things. You can watch the birds flying around right there. Let me see this. Yeah, there's things clustered around the sun. And if you tried to film the sun with your cell phone, you'll notice that all you got was like a big white bright light bulb. And there was a reason for it. It's because that's what they did. They gave it a big bright white light bulb. And you had to use a professional camera or something to see it. Okay, we got one coming out. Let me take it down. Okay, let's get ready to get it. Let me get a drink really first. Okay, I think that's the one right there coming out, right there. There it is. It's coming out, you all. I find it hard to believe that the volcano can be so intelligent that it sends out smoke signals. Smoke signals ever so often. Are they trying to send out some type of message? This volcano is alive and it's a living being, and it's sending out smoke rings to communicate. No, I don't buy it. There is something coming out, and it's hello, Susan B. Honey. We did that at the same time, Susan B. Aw, you and Susan B. Yeah, people getting themselves in trouble by our Applebrooks honey and our Susan B. honey. Now we got our owl honey. See, it does look like a being. It looked like, you ever see those sylph-looking clouds in the sky? The sylph-looking clouds, they have a body like this. And rumor has it that when you see things across the sky, big long streaks or something that kind of feather off, they are called sylphs, and they're cleaning up the sky of the bad stuff in the sky. That's how rumor has it. Hello there, Desiree. You swear there was 3 times the eclipse was absolutely a big flash of light. I believe you. I believe you, T-Bone honey. I do. There is, I've seen a picture Al shared. There was the blue planet or blue something. Someone got a really good image of it with their camera. And it is up there behind the sun. And I think it moves too. I think we were picking up some of it in the sky, is what I think we were doing. Let me try to get it. Look at it like a big ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burned, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yeah, the fire ring. Okay, this blue thing is coming. See, the blue thing that was picked up on the picture that I saw that Al had shared, it is the thing that is coming down out of the sky right up here. It's the same thing, and it is massive. See here, this one is coming out. So we got this one and we got that one. We got two of them. Yeah, see? And there's that big blue-like planet thing up there. What are some saying that this blue-like planet thing is? Are they making it known? See, look how this looks like it's twirling around. It twirls around. If this thing is twisting, then you know it's spiraling and it's doing it. It's still coming out of the volcano. This is the solar eclipse. And it did not get pitch black. I was really expecting it to get pitch black in the sky, but it didn't. You know what it felt like? It felt like when you look at the shade on the ground and the way the sunlight and the lighting was, it just felt like I was in a scene, like a movie scene or something. See, this looks like, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, let's look at it in the inverted mode. Wow. It's solid. It really is so solid. Really like looking at them. I do. They're different than the ships that I documented. Can I say that these aren't the ships? No, but there looks like there's a great big sphere right there in the center of the screen. Great big sphere. And they too cloak themselves in the clouds. Oh, here comes one coming up out of that volcano. You come on. You burst right out of there like a big old jellyfish. It is. It's twirling. It gives the impression of it twirling as it's coming out. It's pretty amazing. I don't think they're sending smoke signals. I really doubt if they are. And you can see that massive object that is up there. And I do apologize for using my cell phone, but I really kind of don't apologize, because I would share my screen if my OBS Studio did not have to be uninstalled, deleted, reinstalled, uninstalled, reinstalled, uninstalled, reinstalled, updated to the 30 point whatever. It's like your cell phones, they can continuously getting updates. And when things get updates, it renders the old software useless. Your old device is kind of useless without the drivers and things like it. See that massive blue object up there? That's what someone picked up. And I think we picked something up like that near the sun also. Let me flip this back around. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And I know this is probably around the 6th video today that we did. And this does pertain to the solar eclipse. We have literally made it through the solar eclipse. That was X marks the spot. And there was no cataclysmic event that has occurred. It is stated that normally it takes a few months after the eclipse before something major happens. The energy from it's like snowballs, and then you can have earthquakes and stuff like that. Because this lunar eclipse right here that had occurred, it was 2 weeks. It had to wait 2 weeks until this happened. And it really felt strange looking outside. I felt like I was in a movie scene. I really did, because I walked outside during that live stream that I did. And it felt like a movie scene for some strange reason. And I don't know if NASA fired their rockets up there or not, but I'm sure they did. And there was a black object that went in front of the sun. And there were some people who went outside before the eclipse was even there, and the sun was black. Did anyone else see the sun black before the moon even started to eclipse? That would be really interesting If anybody else seen the sun turn black before the eclipse ever started its totality, it was eerie. It was a kind of eerie. Al, honey, you saw it. Susan B, honey, yeah. Thank you all for giving a thumbs up, you all. This is wild. Did you all see a black sun before the moon even eclipsed the sun? I mean, you could have seen it. You could have seen it before it even eclipsed it. But you could feel the energy from it. How can something like that have an energy that you can feel inside your being? Because you really, I felt it right here. And Gina, did you look at that without your glasses on? I peeked at it without my glasses on, I admit. But it was only when the moon was over it. But you know what? When we was streaming it with the Stream Deck camera, it just always displayed a bright sun. And it just didn't get all the way dark. So we didn't have the 3 days of darkness that was prophesied. And the rapture did not occur. It didn't. And if it did occur, we don't know the people that got taken up in the rapture. We really don't know who they were. If they got taken up in a rapture or they got taken up in ships, we have no idea. But that's okay. They're still trekking and they're still going on this earth. So it's great that they're still here with us. It really is great. And I'm not just saying that. It is great that they're still with us. So we just got to watch for the next few months. I really, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I feel within my spirit, I really do. I feel it deep within my spiritual being that these next few months are going to be very, very busy. There's going to be a lot happening behind the scenes, and there's going to be a lot happening in the skies and in the spiritual realm. I feel it within my being, and I know a lot of other people feel it too. And we cannot let our self relax to the point thinking, oh, I got all the time in the world to do this and that. No, you don't. You do not have all the time in the world to do this and that, because things are going to change like that. The ball is rolling. The snowball is rolling. And as it rolls down the hill, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It is. Things are changed. Life is about change. And you've changed throughout your whole entire life. If you're watching this, you have changed throughout your whole entire life. You're not the person that you used to be. And you're probably thankful, especially if you've grown, you're probably thankful for everything that you went through, everything that you have learned, even though it was painful. You're very thankful when you look back because you made it through and you grew stronger as a result. Really, you got to be thankful for all the bad stuff that you went through, because it's an opportunity to learn and grow. Learn and grow. I'm thankful for everything that I went through. I'm thankful for all those bullies that I had at the workplace that I had. I'm thankful for it. Even though I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, I'm thankful that I went through it, because I learned a lot about it. It took me 3 times before I finally woke up and stood up. It took me 3 times to get the message. But I'm thankful, and it broke me. It broke me. It broke me. Sometimes you got to get broken, because falling down and just picking yourself back up does not send the message. You don't get the message. Sometimes you have to keep stumbling. You have to fall flat on your face. You have to get broken in order for you to be put back together stronger. So you should be thankful for the bad things that happened in your life, even though they're not good. If you have grown in a positive way from it, be very, very thankful that you had the opportunity and that you're still alive here today, that you're still able to grow. Be very, very thankful. Let me flip it back around. Okay, we made it through the eclipse, and it's not over yet. And there's some kind of big planet up there. There's a song, "It's Not Over Yet." To everyone who's reached their limit, that's the song. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Keep on trying. That's how the song is. It's not over yet. Okay, we got one coming out right there. We are blessed to be here, Al. Yes, we are. And there's a lot of people who have been through some really bad things in their life, but they made it through. Look how massive this thing. There is something massive up there. There really is something massive in the sky, and it's bigger than our sun. It's bigger than the sun, no matter how bright they try to make the sun. It's so much. Oh, you cried seeing something. the ring of light and you thought about letting all your past go. I think that's wonderful, Ed. You've got to let go of the past. You've got to let go of the pain and just keep going and do things differently, things that are going to help you grow. Sometimes we get on the path in life that takes us off the path that we're supposed to be on. This is like a new beginning. You get back on the path that you got off of, and then you continue and you grow. You don't keep going around in a circle, in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. No, you do it. You do things different. Okay, we got a big, massive object. Y'all just tuning in. You made it through the eclipse. You should feel very proud of yourself that you made it through. And even if there was a rapture and you're still here, you're amongst friends. You really are. And there is the anarchy symbol right here. The X marks the spot. Just because something did not happen today doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in a few months. They have plans for this stuff. There are plans for the earthquakes. There are drills. The New Madrid, the earthquake drills. There are drills. There's a reason why they study the New Madrid fault. There's a reason why they put out these maps right here. There's a reason for everything. There is a reason. There's a reason for the sunshine above, and there's a reason. While I'm feeling so low, must be the season. Okay, there's a reason. There's a reason for everything, and don't doubt it. Gina, this is why people don't want to listen to you. You go break out in a song. That's okay. I can do it. Again, I'm trying to get this volcano because there are UFOs. But this object up here, it is massive, 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 massive. And it is blue. It's bluish green, and I'm not sure what type of planetary object had a bluish green thing coming down. I'm not certain of it. Let me see if I can get any more. Whoa, what are they got going on? Let's see what they got going on. Let's see that thing coming through here. That's going fast. Look how fast it's going because I got it going 2.0. This thing is going straight through the sky and it's going super duper fast. Look at it. Going across the volcano. Let's look at it at a distance. And again, I apologize for not sharing the screen, but my whole entire system had to be reinstalled and then some. And it takes a while. I can't learn it overnight. This thing is going so fast. Wonder what its mission was. Going straight across that sky. You can see how big that object is back there in the background. What if it's a big mothership? Do you think it's a big mothership? How you doing over here? We got it going on. We do. It's like the sky is falling, but the sky is not falling. Look right here. See, there's something that pops out of there. But that's what we saw in the sky too. Something like that. Let me just, ooh, that looks so pretty. Look how pretty that looks. Looks really, really nice. Now, granted, it doesn't look like a neutron star like that. It's my favorite star right there. I love it. I really resonate with this right here. I do. Just want to be honest with you. Resonate with it. Okay, now see, has it come down? See how this is split in two? There's like two right here. And there's a massive, there is a massive red behind here. And we saw that massive red today during the filming of the eclipse, even though it wasn't professional. But we did do it to see, even with the camera, if the sun would go completely dark, and it did not. The only thing that we noticed happened when the filters were adjusted with the sun for the solar eclipse, there was like a gray disc that showed up in it, and it was like a smooth thing. And that was the thing that showed up with a different filter that would even indicate that the moon was moving over the sun. That was the only thing that happened. So you think that we are merging into a new golden age? Israelites, I hope we are. Now, some of us may be emerging into a new golden age, and life is what you make of it. It is. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. We can flip this back around. I will show some images from today. I will. Let me, this looks really strange because I know you can't see it. It looks like there's things going across there like a grate, like a vent or something. I know it's not a vent. Look at that, how this is. That blue thing is up there. It's so massive. Let me flip this back around while that's twirling around, getting ready to set. The birds, there's something about the birds. I don't know if they're this active here at Mount Etna, but they're pretty active right now, flying around. I don't know if you can see them. They are doing their flying around. There could be a lot of birds that fly around all the time. But they've been flying around for a few hours now. They just keep going back and forth and back and forth. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And if you have had a chance, you may not have, I'm going to tell you right now, whoa, it's practically impossible to watch all the videos that I've done in one day unless you don't have outside job to go to, that you're able to stay home and just relax. Maybe you took the day off because you didn't know what the eclipse was going to hold for you. You could have took the day off. There are some people who have. There were some people when the rapture was coming. This was a while back. They got ready and they camped out somewhere. They did. I mean, I don't think that was any like today, but it was before. Okay, we getting ready to get we getting ready to have one popping. It's flying out right now, you all. Let's watch it. It's shooting straight up out of that volcano, and this is a dark one. It's cloaked. Look how it just really does look like a jellyfish with big long tentacles. The Iron Giant. The Iron Giant reminds me of a transformer. More than meets the eye. Look at that. How can that just be a mere smoke ring? I cannot say 100% that it's not. But there is a species here other than human beings on Earth. And they don't want people to know it. They really don't. So look at that. It is so cool. It is so cool. See how it like bends down? It really could be that species, them. I don't know if they travel through the sky like that, but this could be a disc also, cloaked, or a ship with a glowing like force field around it or something, a bubble. All we know is they're clocked. They're cloaked, but the cameras can pick them up. There is something massive in the sky right here. Feels like a massive ship in this area. It just feels like it. I can't say that it is. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're just looking at Mount Etna. They got some smoke rings coming out. That's what the news said they were, just smoke rings. They're sending out their smoke signals like they did in the old-fashioned day because the volcano is, they got people in the volcano who are sending out smoke signals. Kind of like Lord of the Rings is what it's kind of like. When they did the fire, I love that scene. I loved it where they're lighting the fire and Aragorn starts running. Gondor calls for help. Gondor calls for help. The fires are seen going across the mountain, and Rohan will answer. And Rohan will answer. It was pretty cool. It was. I love that part of the scene. He wore himself out. None but the king of Gondor can wield this sword. I loved that movie. I did. Some people think it's evil. Oh, here it comes out. It's coming. Hello there. You'll add you to the prayer. Yes, everybody. We all need prayer. A lot of people need prayer. They do. Some more than others, and it's okay. See, this is coming straight out, straight back at you. Yeah. I hear my phone making beeps, but I'm not over on it. I'll have to look at it when I get through. It's so cool, you all. It really is. Looking at this. What? I know that there's big giant jellyfish in the sea, in the oceans, deep down in the oceans. But then look at that. What is it really? What is it? It's too perfect. It's way too perfect. And it's not normal. They were not coming out of the volcano before the eclipse, to my knowledge. They weren't. Look at that. There's really something going on, something massive. behind the scenes. It's just wild. If you're watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and y'all hit that subscribe button. Get this message out. But this is going to be a busy few months. By the beginning of next year, everything's going to be really different. A whole lot different. It's so wild. It'd be neat to see a lot of them coming out all at once. It really would. It's quite mesmerizing right here. It could put me to sleep. I am tired, and I bet a lot of you are tired too with all this eclipse stuff. There's a lot of energy, and it might make you tired. It could. And you just might want to relax. You just might want to relax. And you can relax after this video. You can. You can relax now. You can say, Gina, I'm relaxing now. I'm shutting you off, and I am relaxing now. I think that's wonderful, especially if you have not been getting sleep. I think it's absolutely wonderful that you can get yourself some sleep. I do. Because sleep is hard to come by with everything that's going on in the world. Yeah, I don't know anyone who is not affected by something happening in their lives. And I believe that the things that happen in our lives are happening at the time, whoa, that they're meant to happen, you all. And they're like tests and stuff. And look at that. It is so amazing. Oh, thank you, Tina, honey. Yeah, I try. I even carried my big computer downstairs. I'm wondering, how am I going to get that sun on there, because it's not going to be on the side of this loft area up here for me to film it at that time. So I'm just going to, look how that changed. So I'm just going to carry my computer down there and mark the places where the cables came out. And I'm just going to get an extra Ethernet cable, a super long one that was in the basement, and just plug it in. It really was simple. All I had to do, well, I had to put forth the effort and do the work to do it. It took around 20 minutes, but I thought I can do it. I didn't want to be a lazy. I didn't. Look at that. So if you think of the movie The Arrival, what if this is like that? And what if these things in the sky are the ones that are able to turn what they say are balloons? And you know, when we fired rockets at it and stuff, these things in the sky, and they said it was a Chinese balloon that we were facing, and the Pentagon said they sent their fighter jets out there to shoot it down. How can you shoot something like this down? You can't. It's probably invisible as it is, and your technology and your weapons doesn't work against something like this. Really, it will not work against something like this at all. You gotta, yeah, that's what I got to say. That's what I got to say. You all, let me flip this back around. You just tuning in, welcome. You could do something. You could, Steve Joe, honey, hello. Y'all just tuning in. It is a ship. It's a ship with a cloaking device. It is. I don't believe it's like a smoke ring or nothing like that. I think the majority of the things that are seen in the sky, that's probably the reason they didn't even want to document them anymore, because there's too many sightings, and they do not have the manpower, nor do they want to document everything that everybody sees. They don't. Because then if you document it, you got to report what you're documenting to some higher up, and then they have to report it to some higher up. And then it's going to make people all nervous, and they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to hear about it. You all, they don't. So you just got to do this. And it's okay to share things like this. It really is. It's something different. And we're going to watch another one getting ready to blast out. Get ready. It's getting ready to happen. Okay, there it comes right there. These are coming out. There's 1900. So it's 7-something at night. Straight up out of the volcano at Mt Etna. It's so cool. It really is so cool. I really feel it's so cool. I love it. I do love it. It's like, boom. Can you imagine how fast they pop up out of that volcano? I wonder if they just like spin around so fast. But where's their energy coming from? You're just tuning in. I like standing up. It's a nice thing other than sitting. Thank you, SS, and welcome. See, it does. It looks like them. That circle right there does look like the arrival species. We see that thing coming straight down. That thing came down from the sky. What is it? Don't know where that went. Something came straight down from the sky. Just like that. No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to buy it. Just smoke rings. This volcano is not just doing smoke rings. It's not. There's something in the volcano. There's another species, and they're coming out. And they're not the ships that I've documented either. They're not. They just got a big rim around them. You know, you seen those like they had the frisbees, and then they had the frisbees that were just like a Xena. You know, Xena warrior princess. She throw her little sharpnel thing. I don't know what she called it. She would throw it, but it was well, now we got to get this okay, this ain't coming out too fast. She threw her little whatever thing she had out, and I don't know. She would bounce it on things and it would come back to her. I used to love that show. It was so fun to watch. You know what we would do? We lived in Nevada when that was coming on, because that was back in the 90s. I would bake a Cornish hen, 2 Cornish hens, and we'd have stuffing and macaroni and cheese, and we would sit there waiting for Xena to come on. Xena, warrior princess. And we'd get the kids and we'd watch it. We'd split the Cornish hens in half, and it was so exciting. It was something I looked forward to watching. And I liked, I, I gotta admit it, I love Callisto. Callisto was the wild woman. She was mean-spirited, and but she was funny. She was really funny. Callisto was, with her blonde hair. She I would like I've got some good memories of it. She she wanted to beat Xena, but she was a bad girl. She was a bad girl, but I kind of liked her. I'd probably like to watch her again. It was funny. There was only a few episodes that she showed up in. It was too funny watching her. She was the bad girl. Notice how this is thick on one side and the other side looks kind of thin. It does look like the movie Arrival, how they do the circle ones. Yeah, it does, because they are thick on the side like that. Right up there, it's thick on one side. The rest of it, it is flat. Let's go look at the movie Arrival. Let's go look at it again. Let's go look at the things that they had put together. Let me pause it because we don't want to miss something out, you all. We don't. Gina, we don't want to hear you talking about Xena Warrior Princess. Well, I loved listening to it. It was really exciting. It was at times. Look at this. See, they look like see how it's thick there on the one end? And if we can find its alphabet, look at that. It's thick in certain places right here. Why did I do that movie? You have to ask yourself. And there's the shadowy creatures right there. Look at that right there. This really does look like the thing that we saw at the observatories in Hawaii. It looked like a squid in the sky, but it had tentacles like this. And I said it was a ship, but it did look like something like that. So these things coming out, I don't know if they forming complete circles or anything. Yeah. The arrival tests the humanity of humanity. Well, they're going to come in, they're going to be for a rude awakening if they're going to test the humanity of humanity. Because humanity has went really, look at that. Humanity has went off the deep end. Look at that. They just like cluster together. And the pods come down like great big gigantic stones, like Stonehenge. Like Stonehenge. That's when October the 2nd. I read something, oh, the solar eclipse, this solar eclipse energy lasts till October the 2nd. The energy that's coming from it. This reminds me, and it's going to happen at Stonehenge, is where the next solar eclipse is. Total solar eclipse, right by the next tall statues. And what if these things come down from the sky next to the statues? What if they do right like that? At yeah. I'm not going to say that they wouldn't come down. Y'all just tuning in. We're almost done. We're going over here to Mount Etna. We've been looking at the volcano because there are what some would dub smoke rings coming out of the volcano, and it's their solar eclipse day. And we've done solar eclipse videos today, and we're looking at this timestamp right here. It's on 8 o'clock at night. That's the volcano. We made it through. If you're watching this video, you didn't die. I didn't die. We didn't have an earthquake. I mean, you may have earthquakes that occur in your life, spiritually speaking, emotionally speaking, but you'll be stronger. You will. You'll have the strength to make it through. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, and they wouldn't come. So yeah, this is the maps. We still got to watch out for it because the energy does follow several months later. NASA following. Yeah, some people said the sun was already black because it was a black hole sun. And there's something that I shared on the community section, and it looked like there was a massive black hole that was opened in the sky with a certain filter. It really did, like a massive black hole. Okay, this has taken us to the end because it's dark now. It's dark here in wherever this is at, Mt Etna Volcano. Totally dark. Let me the clouds, then the pictures of something. So, let me see this. This is what this was. Okay, so this is the eclipse. So the sun, it did kind of look like that. But when the eclipse occurred, it was this area right here that it was on the other side. It had a flare. It was a flare that fanned out like a diamond ring. And it literally looked like a welder's spark. It did. A welder's spark. And this is what is by the sun. These things, whatever these things are, that is the red discs behind the sun too. Someone said, well, it looks like a lens flare to me. Hello. Well, what's it reflecting up there if it's a lens flare? It's reflecting something. This is how super bright it was right here. Look at this. So yesterday they formed a little bitty heart. They were so cute. It did do that. At one part, it like this sun came like separate and it formed a little heart yesterday. It was so cute. This is, I think that was this from today. Or yesterday when they rearranged. See, I put it side by side. And this is what we were looking at. The volcano yesterday. See, it's around that same timestamp, around 1843. These UFOs are coming out of Mount Etna. I would not want them to be big tentacles and stuff that they could sting you with. I really would not. You can see this one right here too. And this massive object, this is bigger than the sun. Way bigger than the sun. You watched it twice because it's a bit thick. You got footage of it. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome. You can see this right here. Mount Etna. Volcanoes coming out. All right. They do. They look like the movie. Right there. I've never watched the movie The Arrival. Didn't watch it. I think this was today. That's me. There's only one, but there's more than one. The video that I did yesterday, I recorded it. See, this was today. When we put the filter on the sun, this is all that we really saw. This thing coming across this disc, that was supposed to be the moon. It looked kind of weird. The moon like going across the sun and causing it to get dark. But this great big black hole was the filtering. What if it was a big black hole up in the sky and we just couldn't see it, and they're using the solar eclipse as a result? But you can see this is what it looked like on the live stream. It really did when we changed the filter. I'm going to tell you what it looked like. I'm just looking at it right now. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. um, it reminds me of when we zoom up on the moon. When you keep zooming up and zooming up and zooming up, and you start seeing the blending of colors. And or sometimes you see CGI. That's what that looks like. It really does. Just like that. It was a sight to see. It truly was a sight to see in the sky. A massive sight to see. And then this is what we saw up there. This right here. This great big disc right here. And then another one behind it. And then this was supposed to be the moon covering up the sun, or the sun. It was like black. Let me do this. This is what it looked like that. That's what was in the sky right there. We filmed it for 2 hours, so you had 1 object, 2 objects, 3 objects in the sky on the live stream. And this is the inverted mode that you're looking at right here. And it is pretty amazing. It was amazing. I'm not going to say it wasn't. It was absolutely amazing. And that right there, this is what it was supposed to look like. They even did the visual. At that timestamp, it was 3:02 p.m. So this is what they were saying that it was supposed to be looking like right then at that timestamp. The total solar eclipse in Salem, Indiana. So that's why I took the screenshot. And it looked like this at that timestamp, I think. What was the timestamp on that? Oh, I've already, shoot, I don't even know what I did with the timestamp. I guess I didn't have it on the OBS Studio, but that's what it looked like. It did. It looked like something like that. And then this right here. They're clustered. They were all around the sun, whatever these objects are. And you can look at the sun. Look at the shape of it. It changes its shape. It does. We saw that. And I zoomed it up a little bit more. This is with the filter on it. And then this right here later is what it looked like. They were all clustered together. There was like a short video. The clouds came and then they did something to it. They did. They covered it up. I'll be right back. I'm trying to try to figure out that OBS Studio. Yeah, let me get this back over here. So the eclipse was really wonderful to watch. It was. Set there, and it's okay. We can watch it. We can. I want to see if I got something on here. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I did. See something. Oh yeah, here's what we did. Look, this was like the diamond ring part right there. How it did this when it got totally dark. I mean, this is, I could have probably, if I had my camera, I could have, see, that's what it looked like. It got like a little dark circle, I think, and then I took the filter off and it got bright. But this is, look, this was the diamond ring-like part. It doesn't look good. This can't do it justice. It can't. I think it was a diamond ring part. That's what we picked up. When I did a filter, this is what it looked like. And don't ask me why the sun would look like that, or the moon going in front of the sun, but that's exactly, wait a minute. That looks like the rings coming out of the volcano. It does, if you look at it. They're black rings, even though I got this filtered. There's 3 objects in the sky. And there were other objects up there too. There were. But we were putting different filters on it also to see what we could see. See, watch it. You go like that, and then like this. See how it looks? And then slowly it changed to that. This is the eclipse. That, I don't have the timestamp on it. Shoot. It just, I don't like the gray in it. I don't like the gray in it because the objects behind it look real, but this doesn't look real. That's when I took the filter off, right there. Let me flip this back around. I think I'm about done, y'all. Been running my mouth too long. I gotta go. This is the eclipse. I am really got tired. Yeah, we made it through the eclipse. Al, honey, what you say? You got very cool. Did y'all know of a guy called Dawkins Hawkins? He said he was a scientist. We can't remember if we haven't heard of that, I don't think. Let me flip this back around, you all. So there's been a lot of videos. Probably did around 6 videos today or 7. And there's just a lot of stuff going on. And we could really have this species right here in our skies. They could be here. I'm not going to say they're not, because sometimes in the clouds, you can see this stuff moving around inside the clouds right here. And I'm sure that these beings right here have a frequency, they have a conscience, and they can feel your energy. They can feel your energy, and if they don't like it, I don't know what they're going to do if they don't like your energy, according to the movie. I really don't know what they would do if they didn't like your energy. I don't. And these great big things coming down, if it's all just make-believe, then how can everything be make-believe? Really? I don't think it can be. But I am going to go, so thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments, and it's going to be busy. We're going to have a busy next few months documenting. We are. Because I'm not going to document without you all. I'm not. Because what good would it be? What good would it do to document myself if I don't do it online at the same time with everybody else? Nothing. It's no. That's right. So I'm going to go, and with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. It's 9:42. It may not be late if you're 3 hours behind me. It may be 6:43 at night, but it's 9:43 here. It's about my bedtime. It is. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all again for your comments. You all hit that like button if you don't mind. It helps the video reach whoever, and they might find this channel, and hit that subscribe button. Even though they unsubscribe people a lot, they really do unsubscribe, and they block people and all this kind of stuff. But that's okay. We still got to play the game. It is a game, kind of, sort of, but not. Have a wonderful rest of